So welcome back everyone to our 28-day challenge of the magic. It is day 10, can you believe it? And dare I say it, this is an exciting one. I love it, really plays to my personality. It is called Magic Dust, everyone. And just the whole book's basically about gratitude, okay? One of the first quotes this chapter says, "No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks." You know yourself when you go into a shop or wherever you are and the person just doesn't show gratitude, or you do something for somebody and they're just like rude. I just think that's horrible, but equally, when you get such a great service from somebody, I think it can really, really just install that lovely feeling for your fellow human beings. I was in Marks and Spencer's a couple of weeks ago, and it was a bunch of young staff members, and like 10 of them or something, one after the other, just made me feel so good. Went out their way for me. I wasn't even necessarily asking for things. They were purposely coming up and making me feel dead welcome, dead helpful. And I obviously went and got the manager and totally expressed how they made me feel. So it's always so nice when someone authentically, meaningfully shows you gratitude. I think does that feeling ever get boring? No. So I hope you are all getting on really well so far. Obviously, let me know. I think it's great, this wee journey we've been on. As I said yesterday, some big things are happening for me, and more or less had something signed off today. However, I'm still not want to talk about it just yet, but I will share it with you all soon. So this stuff works basically, and the more grateful you are, the better life is getting, in my experience. Is that been the same for you? Let me know. Okay, so let me get into this chapter. So she starts the chapter by saying, ancient spiritual teachings say that what we give to another person with full heart returns to us 100-fold. If you ever had a granny or a colleague or somebody that loves to cook and they just make the best cakes or whatever it might be, and you just know love went into that meal, that's what that just reminded me of there. Anyway, so being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital to improving your life. Gratitude is a powerful energy, and so whomever you direct gratitude's energy towards, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you've received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with that magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sprinkle it on. Oh my god, I'm going to be sprinkling this on everybody. Because the imagination likes metaphors, it likes symbols, it likes a visual. So this was why I feel I'm getting quite excited. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether on the phone, through email or face to face, at work, in stores, used to be restaurants, buses, trains, and in many cases the people we make contact with really deserve our gratitude because we are receiving something from them. Think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you with some sort of service, like those working in the stores, on the bus, the taxi drivers, the customer service people, the cleaners. The people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, and you're receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you are not being grateful and you're stopping the good from coming into your life. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, hospitals, supermarkets and offices. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you the next time you pass one of them. You can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean sidewalk or across a polished floor. When you're at a cafe or restaurant, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to each person that served you. Be grateful to those people who assist you in your work. The receptionist, the canteen staff, magic dust them all with thank you. All of them are doing you a service and they deserve your continued gratitude in return. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. How often do we hear that? Although not everybody, takes that on board and has that at the front of their minds before they open the mouth and let their belly rumble. If you thank someone on the phone for his or her help, don't throw away your thank you. Instead, give reason why you're grateful. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. That's one I use a lot. Thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving the situation for me. I'm very grateful to you. If you've ever worked in retail or any form of public service, I don't know about you, but I am extra nice when I go into shops now because I know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of ungrateful public. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at his or her face. They will feel your sincerity. They will not only feel your gratitude or receive your magic dust unless you look directly at them. You've wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your own life if you say thank you to the air, or thank you as you're looking down, or thank you while you're on the phone, because you're not really sincere when you do that. Interesting, because even if I say thank you, am I actually looking at the person? This is a good side cliff note. Right, next page. Every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean it when you say thank you, the other person will feel it, and you will not only have made another person feel really good, but your gratitude will fill you with an indescribable happiness. That day I walked out of the store indescribably happy. I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve. I use gratitude's magic dust in all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for her having arrived home safely. And I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her car and her. I love that. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project. Sprinkle magic dust on you. Or sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses magic dust when she's driving, and if she sees another driver who seems to be stressed and speeding, she sprinkles magic dust over them to help make them feel better and keep them safe. Today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people who work in service, and look for every opportunity you can to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get the opportunity to do it in person, you can mentally acknowledge the people whose service you benefit from. The magic dust will still reach them. As an example, mentally say to yourself, I'm really grateful to the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned, the bins every day. I've never really thought about how grateful I am for that service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Make sure you keep count of the people in service you're grateful for so that you know when you have thanked 10 different people for their services and sprinkled magic dust on them all. If you imagine the sparkling magic dust falling over people when you thank them, you have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With this picture in your mind, it will help you to believe and know that the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people and that it will be available to help them to improve their lives. And every time you sparkle and sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your own life. If you're at home today, then sit down with a pen and journal or on your computer. Go back in your mind, recall instances where people in service have went out their way for you. It may have been someone on the phone or a tradesperson who was determined to resolve your problem. Maybe you've received great service from your postman, the bin man, or a local store assistant. Make a written list of 10 instances where people in service helped you and send magic dust by saying thank you to every one of them. Magic reminder, read through tomorrow's practice today because the practice for day 11 begins when you wake up. Magic practice number 10, just to summarise, do you love it? Magic dust everyone. Step 1, as always, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Read your list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel as grateful for each blessing as you can. So you'll have 100 by this point. How cool is that? Step 2, today sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who perform services you benefit from, by thanking them directly or otherwise by mentally acknowledging and thanking them. Feel grateful to them for the service they perform. Step 3, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. Step 4, read through tomorrow's practice today because the practice for day 11 begins when you first wake. Okay, so I will obviously read through that because it's me who has the book. Okay, what you need to know for tomorrow morning is to make your day amazing. You start by, in the morning, practicing concentrated gratitude and put the magic into your morning routine. So from the moment you open your eyes tomorrow until you have put your shoes on or finished getting ready, say the magic words, thank you, in your mind for everything you touch and use. It doesn't matter if you don't shower or get dressed first thing in the morning, you can still use this magic practice as a guide and apply it to whatever your morning routine is. If you wake up and eat breakfast first, then as you touch and use each thing for your breakfast, say the magic words, thank you. Give thanks for your morning coffee, fruit juice, breakfast. They make your morning so enjoyable and give you energy for the day. You can even wake up and say thank you for a good night's sleep that you've received, for the pillow, for your covers. So basically what they're asking us to do is from the moment we open our eyes tomorrow until we've finished getting ready, say the words thank you in our minds for everything that we touch and use. Love it. Okay, there you have it, day 10. I hope you have a wonderful day and I shall see you all tomorrow.